Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, and this is a NEODota cast brought to you by Asrmatt Casting, over from www.NEODota.com. Check it out if you have the time. And right now, we have a match between Potm and what I believe to be evil geniuses, evil geniuses, in a Prodota 2 match. I believe this is a best of one, so we will have a bit of a one-hit wonder here as we see two American powerhouses go up against each other. And just waiting up for the all pick to finish. And yep, there we go. 5v5, all heroes picked up. And we are going to just switch the overlay right now. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so sorry we didn't get a chance to check out the bans and picks because we have to get this as a remake. But just going over who's playing what, we have Snake King playing this Darkseer, Fogged on the Invoker, Tides of Time on the Venomancer, PowerNet on the Sand King, and Owie 2000 commandeering that Morphling. Meanwhile, for Evil Geniuses, we have Bulba on that Tinker, Fear taking the Lone Druid. I can do whatever I want, not sure who that Sandin is, but he's on that Crystal Maiden Universe, taking that Earthshaker, and lastly, but not least, Demon on the Nature's Prophet. And right now, we do have a bit of a 5-man roam coming out here from Potm, but they are going to get sighted out by this Treant from Nature's Prophet, so they should be perfectly fine here. Universe is doing the smart thing, taking the high ground, and making sure he doesn't get caught out here. He does, I believe he has vision of this Venomancer, so yeah, he will be perfectly fine. And it looks like Potm gonna be splitting up to their lanes right here. Not too sure what it's gonna be just yet. Meanwhile, though, for Evil Geniuses, we have Fear going into that safe lane as a Lone Druid. Pretty typical coming out here from Evil Geniuses. They do love to secure that farm on Fear's Lone Druid and put him up there at safe lane. Usually they give him some support, either in the form of a dual lane or a tri-lane, or sometimes a dual lane with a jungler. But right now it does look like a bit of a dual lane down here at the bottom lane, actually, with Earthshaker. But no, Crystal Man might be heading up towards that top lane. Meanwhile, Bulba gonna be soloing up this mid lane. And
Illusion.
it looks like PowerNet as well as Tides of Time are going to be going up here towards the top to tri-lane, perhaps with Owie 2000, and just guarantee that farm for him. But in the meanwhile, they are going to be roaming down towards this mid lane with an Illusion Rune coming out here for Venomancer. So Bulba needs to be very careful here. If one of these spells lands, Burrow Strike or the Venomous Scale, he is going to go down quite quickly in combination with that Invoker right-click damage. But it looks like, yep, Potm is just going to back out of this one for the time being. Sending an illusion here just to pressure him down a bit, make him a little antsy. But oh, it does look like it's going to be a tri-lane actually here for Evil Geniuses as well. Oh, Universe prepping up for the fissure, but nope, not going to throw it. Good thing too, as it is an illusion still. Meanwhile, Demon going to be soloing that bottom lane on that Nature's Prophet, like I said, going up against Darkseer solo, so it's going to be a bit of a tough lane for Demon here, just because Darkseer, if he throws down those illusions, it's gonna or throws on those iron shells, it's gonna be pretty tough. But we do have initiation up here at the top lane. Universe gonna get caught out a bit. Sun is gonna be thrown out, as well as the Sunstrike, and it is gonna catch him, but he's gonna be perfectly fine here, sitting at about 200 HP, and he's just gonna salve up once that Venomous Scale is down. But now PowerNet actually gonna get caught out by the bear, but no, a nice salve is gonna keep him alive for the time being before he got that last right click off, but it is gonna get cancelled prematurely, so I'm gonna have to sell for some Tango regen instead. Fear getting very close to a very nice first blood for him. So a little tri-lane versus tri-lane action up here. Tides of Time needs to be a little careful by himself right now, but as is Universe, and Crystal Maiden actually busy pulling the lane up. And so Tides of Time, smart move there, eating through the trees and just getting himself out. Demon going for the extra levels and Call of Nature. Not opting for that early ganking potential with the early level Sprout, but it is a good call because of that double Ion Shell, like I mentioned before. Darkseer going to be very able to push this lane up quickly, but with the extra treants, going to be able to present a little more cannon fodder to his creep wave and make sure he doesn't get his tower pressured too much early on. And now maybe a bit of a lane rotation. Fear TPing up towards that mid lane, wants to solo against this Invoker, it looks like. Meanwhile, Bulba going down, gonna pick up a regen rune and maybe just transition towards the top lane. We have been seeing a very common trend of Tinkers going up in that safe lane and maxing out that March as well as that Rocket, but we do see Tinker actually picking up a second level of laser. So not too sure what the idea here is just yet. Don't really need that March too much this game, just because they don't have that much pushing potential really with the heroes that they have on the Radiant team, so the March not going to be needed too much for that counter push. But it is really great for when it comes to farming, and considering he does have a tri-lane up here, the sports could be very able to just stack up those big camps for him and let him spam some March of the machines on that once he gets Soul Ring, and just speed up his farm quite a bit. Sorry, I'm just gonna fix my mouse real quick so it's a little smoother. There we go. Sorry about that. Just taking a quick look at the CS right now. We do have Fear sitting on 10 CS, highest for his team, but meanwhile down at the bottom lane, Snaking actually sitting at 20 CS, while Fogged at the mid lane with 13, and Howie2000 not doing too poorly himself, gonna have 14 CS up there despite being in the hard lane. Tide of Time picking up another Illusion Rune, and it looks like he wants to rotate in towards the mid lane, but Fear gonna back out of this one. It is still daytime, so he does have the gift of that extra bit of vision there. Gonna get out of that one quite safely. Meanwhile, Howie2000 taking a bit of harass. Nice Fisher block to just block him off, force him to expend some mana here, and yep, that is exactly what happens. And Howie2000 being left alone up here quite a bit actually. Tide of Time finally rotating back up, but now PowerNet gonna rotate back down towards his own safe lane, and just try and get some golden EXP for himself here by constantly pulling, and also denying a lot of EXP away from Demon here. Demon, however, stacking up this big neutral camp, and looks like they might want to go. I'm not sure if it's allowed in this tournament in Prodota2, but in others it is not allowed to use Smoke of Deceit in order to farm up neutral camps. Not too sure if that's even going to matter for a Tinker, considering that Mortar Machines just does so much damage, and you know, assuming you stand far back enough, you can just farm that up quite easily without taking too much damage from those neutral creeps yourself. Down here at the bottom lane, looks like PowerNet and Snaking getting a little aggressive here, want to push it up a bit, spamming down that Ion Shell. It is up to level 3, so it's doing a good chunk of damage now. And for those of you just tuning in, I'm Asrmatt. I will be covering for Draskell today in this Prodota2 match between Potm as well as Evil Geniuses in this best of 1. And here we go, Snaking diving past the tower here quite a bit actually. And again, spamming up that Iron Shell. He does have that Soul Ring for the sustained mana regen, as well as a bit of HP regen for himself. Demon, nice sprout to get a little tower harass, a few extra tower hits on him. Just keep him down, keep him pressured. Don't want to give him too much free space to move around the universe. Gonna get caught out a bit here by Tide of Time, but after a Gale of right click, Tide of Time gonna be happy with that exchange and just back out. Oh, but now we have the rotation coming in from the bottom lane. PowerNet is gonna get stunned up by the Fisher right in tower range, and he gets dangerously low on HP, but he will be perfectly fine. And now Snaking, without the support of his Sand King, not gonna be able to make too many plays happen here, and gonna rotate back down towards bottom lane. Looking at the CS once again, 28 CS here on Invoker, 44 on Snaking, 20 on the Morphlin, and meanwhile for the Dire team, 17 only on Fear's Lone Druid, 19 on Nature's Prophet, and 20 on Bulba. Huge outfarm coming out here from the Radiant team rather. Meanwhile, it might get a little bigger, as well as Fear does get caught out by the Sunstrike, as well as Vero Strike combo. Is he gonna go down? Last right click. Yep, first blood is gonna go to Fog with that cold snap and right click combination, and Fog taking a little bit of damage there, as well as PowerNet from the tower. But Universe not gonna be able to do too much about that one. And now Bulba taking a bit of damage here. Howie2000 is in the middle of things, but now Snaking's actually going to take the drop. March of the Machines doing so much damage, and that laser going to try and get him down. Oh wow, and the Nature's Prophet ulti is going to come in through the top and take out Howie2000 there. Although he was morphing as much strength, or as much agi into strength as he could. It is only level 2, so the rate is not that fast. Only 4 stats per second. Not enough to keep him alive there.
Illusion.
Much needed there for the Nature's Prophet as well. Although Demon, even though he is in this offlane, doing not too badly for himself. Has picked up his phase boots as well as has 600 gold, 24 CS, and he has 1 kill now.
Now, nobody wins.
Fixered.
And I'm not too sure about this trade up here. I mean, trading the safe lane farm that you could get with a Morph lane in exchange for Darkseer, getting a bit of gold early on in the game. Not too sure how that works out, considering Darkseer is one of the best offlane heroes in the game at the moment, considering he has so much mobility with that surge, as well as being able to CS quite a bit and mess up the creep equilibrium with his Ion Shell. So, not too sure why they wanted to go with Darkseer down there at the bottom, when they could allow Morphlane to have a bit of an earlier mid-game phase, more effective mid-game phase rather, by letting him snowball in that safe lane, get that guaranteed farm up as well as the EXP, and be a bit more of a threat earlier on in the game. Oh, but now Crystal Main hiding in the trees. Maybe he wants to do something here about this Darkseer, but nope, not going to be in range for that. He does have level 3 in that Frostbite, so that Surge is almost completely negated. Yep, as it is only level 1, duration 3 seconds, Frostbite should be able to take out the brunt of that, and prevent too much mobility from snaking here. Meanwhile, Fear actually just gonna rotate in towards the jungle and no longer farm the mid lane, but he is gonna get caught out here, gonna pop the ultimate to try and get some extra HP, but Burrow Strike as well as the Sunstrike combination, gonna be too much damage, and the last right click is gonna go to Venomancer. But now we have rotation coming in from the top lane supports. Vacuum is going to go out, and the Burrow Strike is going to be just in range to take out Universe. Oh no, but a nice fissure is going to keep him alive for this meantime. Oh, Power Net is going to go down. Marshal of the Machines is going to do enough damage, and Demon TPing in from the bot lane. Going to be able to solidify that kill as well. Very nice Nature's Prophet ultimate coming out from him. Yeah, a lot of damage. That does so much damage early on in the game, particularly if you can get it to bounce a couple times on creeps first, as it does gain more damage with each successful unit it hits. So 2-for-1 trade, no, actually a 2-for-2 trade, considering Universe did die. So not too bad of a trade there coming out from Potm bottom, considering they did take out the main carry of Evil Geniuses in that Syllabear, or rather that Lone Druid. Fear having a really tough game, having to rotate in towards that jungle from the mid, thanks to all that pressure they are just putting on him. And now more pressure coming in, TP gang coming in from the Radiant team. Vacuum as well as Burrow Strike. Cold Snap is going to finish the deal here, and the last hit is going to go to Fog. 4 in that Exort, so much right click damage, so tough to get away. Combine that DPS with all the disables coming out from the Radiant team in Venomancer, with that slow as well as Burrow Strike from the Sand King. So tough to get away, and Snaking, wonderful job there, doing the right thing. I like how he's maxing out his vacuum first, as it is giving him so much more margin for error when it comes to trying to gank other lanes. Gives him that extra range on that vacuum pull, and just makes it so much easier for that Sand King to get up close and personal, as we do see Demon about to go down here. Wow, really great Sunstrike as well as Cold Snap combination, gonna take out Nature's Prophet. Now Fear, with his second rotation of the game, gonna go up towards the top lane. Realizes mid lane, not the place for me. No good. And this is one of the problems they have on the Dire team here, is that they don't really have anybody to solo up that mid lane that has a lot of mobility to prevent themselves from getting ganked from the hyper-aggressive dual supports on the Radiant team in Venomancer as well as Sand King. So it is just so tough for him to get away there, and we do see Bulba now popping that Smoke of Deceit, as well as the March of the Machines, but he's going to get caught out here by Snaking as well as Venomancer, but wow, the March of the Machines damage is just too much, and he's going to go down, but a nice Sunstrike is going to take him out. Really great job there by Fog, and now they're going to be perfectly content with that trade. Oh, but now Fog going to be in a little bit of trouble. Nature's Prophet ultimate coming in, and yep, it is going to be enough to take him out. Did try to TP, almost had it, but the burst damage was just too much there, as well as the fact that he was tanking up the neutral creeps. Nice counter gank coming out from EG, and that is a thing of beauty when you see that coordination between a team. You see them TPing in, they recognize they have these outer towers still, they have teleport scrolls, TP in, get the counter gank, and don't come out too behind in that trade. And the nice thing about this as well is that Bulba gonna be able to come back in here if he wants to, and finish up this ancient sacks if he so desires. And yep, that is what he's gonna do. He has picked up those boots of travel 13 minutes into the game now. And after this, we will take a look at the gold graph just to get a sense of what the gold is looking like across the map here for these two teams. Universe actually picking up that big dragon, so he's gonna get pretty close to his arcane boots here if that's what he wants to go for. Only about another 130 gold, and looking at the gold graph, 2,000 gold in favor of the Radiant team, although that is a 1k spike down from the 3,000 advantage they had at one point. Universe rotating up towards this top lane. Looks like they might want to try and get the defense going up here for this tier 1 tower. And oh, look at this. The lone druid spirit bear along with the Tinker boots of travel. So much mobility across the map. Tinker able to actually be wherever he needs, not restricted to just his own lane creeps, but also has the option of using Fear's spirit bear. And now, although we do see this bit of a push coming out here from Potm up there at the top lane, Fear and Demon combining their forces here at the mid lane, gonna dissuade them from trying to push up too much there. Meanwhile, Aoi 2000 though has been left alone for quite a while down here at this bottom lane, and really making up for that lack of early game farm he had, up to a little more than 5 CS per minute here, say on 66 CS as well as 26 denies. And he might be going for this Lincoln Sphere build. Actually, yeah, he does have the Ring of Health, so it looks like he's gonna go for the Lincoln Sphere build. And not too bad of a call. I mean, Fissure, as I do believe it works out in Dota 2, Lincoln Sphere, it does block the Fissure even if you don't click on them directly. Didn't do that before in Dota 1, but that will be very nice as that is their longest range disable, and that is going to be the easiest way for them to set up those ganks there on Morph lane and makes an almost ungankable hero pretty damn hard to catch. TP coming in here from Bulba at the top lane. Not sure what they want to do with this. Do they have dust? Nope, no detection coming out here from either of these dire heroes. So it looks like PowerNat will not be the recipient of this gank. Don't believe. However, Tides of Time needs to be a little careful. Oh, but PowerNat actually going to Burrow Strike in aggressively, and a nice root is going to catch him. The Fissure follow up, and wow, really great movement across the map coming out here from Evil Geniuses. Going to pick up that kill on PowerNat, and it looks like they want to go for the tier 1 tower up here at top. However, Tides of Time pinging the top lane for help. Are they going to be able to get it? Bulba actually abandoning the cause up there at the top lane, moving down towards the bottom.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But it doesn't even matter as Fear, he has hit level 9 actually, so he has maxed out synergy as well as Spirit Bear. Gonna do a lot of damage to that tower thanks to the demolish passive as well as the extra base damage on his bear. Fogged has picked up his Force Staff, and we can take a look at the items right now. Force Staff there on Invoker has went for the Treads build as well. Very common considering he is going the Exort Foss build. Tranquil Boots as well as a Cloak and Soul Ring on Snake King. Looks like he wants to go for the Pipe for his team. Still sitting on Treads and Ring of Health there for for Morphlane. Arcane Boots on PowerNet. Phase Boots on Fear. And not too much else outside of that, as we do see Bulba getting pulled in there by the vacuum. Is there going to be a Burrow Strike to follow up? Yep, Burrow Strike is going to follow up, as well as the Epicenter. A lot of spells used here to take out Bulba. Is there going to be a rebuttal coming out here? Negative Urn Charge is thrown on PowerNet by Demon, but the Echo Slam was not thrown there by Universe. And it looks like Sand King will get away perfectly fine. 7-7 is the kill score. 17 minutes into the game. Let's look at the gold graph really quickly. Just seeing about 1,500 gold advantage for the Radiant team, and now Vetus needs to be careful on that Crystal Maiden. Oh, but actually, they're going to turn this one around, and look, this is what I'm talking about. The Frostbite taking out the mobility from Snake King, who has that surge ability, but combine that with the Sprout, and he is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. And now Demon just going to tell Aoi, this is my lane, you're not pushing it, sorry bud. Fear staying on about 1400 gold. Not too close to his relic, despite the fact that it's almost 18 minutes into the game, and like I said, had a really tough time this game. Has not gotten any farm whatsoever, and now gonna get pushed out of his own lane here at mid. Can he get the root throw on the Spirit Bear? No, he cannot. However, the Fissure is there to follow up. Bulba throws on the laser, but not enough damage there. Now Darkseer TPing in. Wants to get something going here, but don't think much is gonna happen. Bulba looks like he's going to be working towards that Force Staff. Has picked up the Staff of Wizardry and only about another 500 or so gold away from that one. Tier 1 tower down here at the bot lane is going to go down, it looks like, but it will be to the hands of Bulba, who's going to get the deny there. Nicely done by him. Deferring, or sorry, taking away 500 gold away from the Radiant team here, but not going to matter too much as Morphling is up here at the top lane, going to take out that Tier 1 tower at top. Wonderful split push coming out from them. And one of the great strengths of Morphling, especially if he can get that replicate up, just going to be all around the map anytime he wants to be, pushing down towers. I remember watching Quantic versus EG. They did the same exact thing with Korok on that Morphling and painted gold on that Lycanthrope, just split pushing so hard with that replicate, but still being at every team fight that they needed to be at and winning those for his team. We do have quite a few heroes coming out from EG down here at the bottom lane. 4 heroes, not counting Nature's Prophet, or not counting Tinker rather, who does have that rearm plus boots of travel. So pretty much always a 5-man threat if Earthshaker, Crystalmane, and Syllabear are in the same place. And yep, we do see the TPs coming out from both Nature's Prophet and Tinker. And it looks like they want to get a push going down here at the bottom lane. Morphling has a TP, so they can TP down here towards the spot lane if they want to. Venomancer as well also has a TP, and he is at the mid lane. Are they going to try and contest this? I'm not really too sure just yet. No signs shown of play from bottom. Sunstrike is going to whiff there. Wow, this Marcher of Machines just doing so much damage to the creep wave, leaving the naked tower. Oh, but now we have the TPs coming in. Aoi 2000 is going to come in. A really nice wall as well as Deafening Blast. Aoi 2000 getting quite low on HP, but he is morphing into strength now. And now Bulba on the other side of the fight, going to get out perfectly fine though. But Crystal Maiden, wow, a nice ultimate is going to help take out Sand King, and an Echo Slam not going to do too much damage there as Universe goes down. Spirit Bear going to take the fall here as well, looks like. Oh, but Fear, a nice resummon. Going to keep his HP up as well. But now Snake King in hot pursuit. But a nice root actually, wow. Sprout is going to go off, but he's going to actually sprout the Spirit Bear as well as Tinker in the trees with Snake King not in it. So a messy engage coming out there from EG. 9-9 is the kill score. 2 for 1 in trade there in favor of Potm. And really just people on the wrong side of the fight. Crystal Maiden sitting down here in the trees. Bulba in the same placement managed to snake his way up through here. And really just mispositioning all around, considering all these fragile heroes sitting up close and personal in the middle of the fight. And now Drums picked up on Invoker. Going to be very mobile this game, along with that Force Staff that he has picked up. Universe stacking up the camps. Going to get mass pinged out by PowerNet actually, and I don't think anything's going to happen there. Although Fogged is clearing up this creep wave here at the mid, and it looks like if he is rotating up towards there. Nope, not anymore. They do have that ward, and he's no longer there, so nothing to be gained. He just needs to be careful. Gonna throw on the Frostbite on the Replicate. Try and take this one out while he's de-warding. And yep, Replicate is gonna go down. Not too sure just yet. Yep, there it is. That's just gonna deny a little bit of mobility there away from Aoi 2000. Now has to waste one of his TPs and another 135 gold just to get out as PowerNet in a little bit of trouble, and yes, he is going to go down. Nice Fissure coming out from the Universe.
Try a crowbar.
Fear now sitting on 2200 gold, just about. Not sure if he's going to still rush that Relic, to be honest. It is getting quite late in the game, and he might want to offer something that makes him a bit more tanky, maybe a Plate Mail and build into that Assault Curious. but she does give him a bit of offensive power as well as some defense. And now Sunstrike coming in from Bog. It is going to hit on the Crystal Maiden. He's going to take a lot of damage, and wow, the waveform as well as the adaptive strike just on the tail end of that one. Going to pick up the kill there for Aoi2000. Now Snake King flying over the top, but nope, nothing going to happen there. Demon, meanwhile, sees all the TP reactions coming out from Potm and is immediately going to TP up towards the top lane and try and get the split push going. Can he take the tier 1 tower? I'm not too sure, as Aoi2000 also rotating up there towards the top. Aoi only sitting, or now sitting on his Lincoln Sphere, getting it at about 23.5 minutes into the game. Not too great farm coming from him, but still a lot better than Fear has gone in this game. Struggling to pick up his first big item of the game. Looking at the gold graph once again, over 5,000 gold difference in favor of the Radiant team, as they are sitting at about a 3-to-1 tower advantage, as well as even kills. Looking at the farm, very well spread out here from the Radiant. 112 on Invoker, 105 on Snake King, 147 on Aoi2000, 50 on PowerNet actually, and 35 on Tides of Time. So even the sports getting their gold up, not too shabby. Meanwhile, Fear only 89, 20 on Universe, 70 on Nature's Prophet, 107 on Bobo, pretty respectable there, but that is the highest on their team as Crystal Maiden rounding it off with 26 most in the game. Or actually next to Universe. But now Crystal Maiden gonna get taken out here, deafening blast as well as the cold snap, and yep, he's gonna go down. Aoi2000 was here just in case.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And to everyone that is watching, thanks for joining. I'm Asrmatt, representing NEODota.com, and this is Evil Geniuses versus Potm in Prodota2. Forgive me for being a bit rusty, haven't casted an official match in quite a while. But I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know if you have anything you need to say in the chat, constructive or not. Love to hear what you guys think. And look at this. I love this pickup here coming out from Tides of Time. Has picked up that Gem of True Sight and combined that with the Venomancer Plague Wards. Gonna have so much map control across the map, able to deny as much vision away from the Dire team as possible. And considering they do have this outer tower advantage, notice that EG has very little control over the jungle now that they've lost the tier 1s at mid and top. Universe needs to be careful, and this is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to jungle control, as Universe not going to be able to even farm with the jungle safely. Sunstrike is going to fly over the top, and it's going to just barely miss, and Universe should be perfectly fine, but now Crystal Maiden might be the one to take the fall, and yep, he does go down to a nice blink as well as Burrow Strike coming out from PowerNet, and the Surge is going to get him out there perfectly fine. Do they want to go for the push though? I'm surprised they actually didn't. It is only a Crystal Maiden kill, but top lane was pushed up quite a bit. Could have tried and at least gotten some damage going on that top tier 2 tower. But looks like that is not going to happen, as Bobo was pressuring down the bottom lane. Going to force a little bit of a TP reaction from Snake King. Perfectly fine with him, as he does pick up a little extra farm, sitting on about 3,000 gold. And not sure what he's going to build right now. Maybe wants to finish up that pipe, as Demon needs to be careful. Needs to get the Sprout going and defer the vision away from Bog. TPing out, and yep, exactly what he did. Bog actually force-staffing down the cliff and getting himself out to safety. But not before throwing a little deafening blast in Bulba's face. You know, just to make sure he knows his boss. Tinker going for that ultimate orb, has quite a bit of gold. Maybe going to go for the Sheep Stick here this game. Try and rack up the disables on the Morphlane. Although Morphlane is able to morph through that silence, or through that hex, despite the fact that he's hexed. It is a toggleable ability. Oh, Fear actually gonna get caught out here. Epicenter as well as the Cold Snap gonna do perfectly enough to keep him in place and take him out. Meanwhile, PowerNet gonna get taken down here by Crystal Maiden, as well as Nature's Prophet's ultimate, doing quite a bit of damage there. Wow, that was completely unexpected, sorry. that took me completely by surprise. But, I mean, the Sheep is going to be really great here for this Morphlane, not because it's going to help them kill him, but because it's just going to mitigate how much damage he's going to be doing during these team fights.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now Snake King actually sitting pretty close to 4,000 gold. Not sure what he wants to buy this game, to be quite honest with you. Maybe he's just letting his team use a chicken and saving up as much gold as possible.
Dire's middle
Oh no,
tower
actually
is
he
under
just did
attack.
invest gold into those 3 stat items, going for that Aghanim Scepter.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And now the tier 2 tower mid is gonna go down. Fog gonna get the last out on that one, and now PowerNet gonna blink into the middle of the fight, gonna get the Burrow Strike off on Crystal Main, and it looks like this poor Crystal Main is gonna go down. And looks like they want to rotate up towards this top lane. Aoi 2000 has been split pushing this one for quite a while. It's very low in HP, 226. And you know, just bring up a couple extra people here, get the right clicks going, and that's going to be another 1,000 gold, and it's going to be leaving the last tower down there at the bottom tier 2 for the Dire team, and almost complete map control for bottom once they take them out. But meanwhile, Demon actually going to backdoor the tier 1 tower down there at mid lane. Looking at the gold advantage now, almost 30 minutes into the game, 3-kill advantage for bottom, and wow, sitting at almost 12,000 gold advantage for bottom. Really just a fantastic game for them so far. Fog getting quite close to that Scythe of Vise. He actually has it now, completing it up. So it's 200 gold left over, and wow, just look at how much damage he's going to be doing, how much mobility he has, and the disables, man. Jack of all trades Invoker, so versatile, able to do so many things at once with the right item pickups. Now Bulba needs to be careful, might get caught out, but nope, gonna force that NTP away before PowerNet can get that Blink Stun going. Fog actually gonna pick off Demon here. Sheep as well as Sunstrike and Burrow Strike gonna be perfectly enough. Take him out of commission, and with that timely placement, or convenient placement rather, sorry, of where that pickoff was, they are going to transition into this Roshan pit. Roshan going to go down quite quickly here. Forged Spirits, the minus armor, so strong. Aoi 2000 with the right clicks. Not going to be too much that EG can do about this either. Furion is down. And to be honest, they're just so behind that it would be suicide to try and dive into this pit. Fog actually picking up that Aegis the Immortal there over the Morphlane. Morphlane not too concerned about getting ganked. Lincoln Spear as well as the Replicate and Waveform and Strength Morph. So hard to gank. Sacred Relic is finally picked up on Fear, and he's only a few hundred gold away from that Radiance recipe. Although, is it too little, too late? Not too sure. Smoking coming out of bottom here now. They really want to get a pick off here, close to this tier 2 tower at bottom, so they can just ensure that it is a free tower for them. Maybe even a free base tower, as we do see PowerNet in position to blink stun if he wants to, but no, not even going to. A Snaking is just diving in so far to try and get the kill here on Crystal Main, but nope, not gonna happen, as PowerNet does eventually need to blink in and stun. But that actually might be his death, as Nature's Prophet ultimate flies over the top and picks up the kill there. 1-for-1 trade, but the tower is gonna go down here to the Radiant team. Demon not gonna be able to pick up that deny. Universe actually gonna be the one to take the fall here. Ethereal Blade just picked up on Aoi 2000. And Morphlane, yes, picking up that kill. And do they want to go for the base tower right now? They are missing Echo Slam as well as Crystal Main for another 10 seconds, Echo Slam for another 30 seconds. So they do have that little opening, but no, it doesn't look like they want to go for it. Don't want to go in without that Epicenter, one of their key team fight abilities this game. Things not looking good for EG at this point in the game. They do have the Tinker, which is just so great when it comes to keeping them out of your base. That March of the Machine span as well as the Soul Ring, letting you get at least 3, 4, or 5 of them going at one time, and just keeping them out of your base by killing off the creep wave so quickly. Nature's Prophet going for a little ninja tactics here. Just trying to BD this tier 1 tower down. Not even using his hero for it, just right clicking it with the strength. Another Invis actually coming out here from Snaking. Once again, just patrolling through that jungle. seeing if there's anyone for him to pick off, but no such luck this time around. This last time he did find Universe there, trying to farm up those big creeps. And Demon. Still up here at the top lane, not going to be able to get the tower though. So a bit of wasted time there, and now might actually run to Snake King. Is he going to get killed here? I'm not too sure just yet. Snake King does have a Blink Dagger, as well as the Aghanim Scepter. Blinks in. Not going to find Demon though just yet. But, oh no, Demon actually auto-attacks him and gets himself revealed, but now Bulba's in the middle of the fight. Are they going to be able to do something about this? Demon gain very low, and the Epicenter and Blink coming out from Power Net. Going to get him a double kill there. Wonderful job baiting out Snake King and using him as the perfect opportunity to get huge damage going with that Epicenter. And with that double kill, they are going to transition into the tier 2 or tier 3 push down here at the bot lane. They have the Aegis, they have the Sheeps. They are missing the Epicenter, but they have the Wall of Replica as well. And this is perfect timing, 3v2 or 3v5 rather. Sorry, as now it's gonna be 5v2 as Universe is gonna get picked off. Nice initiation there from PowerNet, and Crystal Main is gonna take the fall as well. And now it's just Fear rotating in with that Radiance. Is it gonna be enough to defend against 5 heroes? I really doubt it. And now they don't even have the Radiance. Oh well, no. Spirit Rare resummon coming out. Tier 3 tower is going to take the fall, and now is going to be Rax's Wall of Replica, not even used yet. So it's going to be so tough for EG to contest any of these towers or Rax's. And now Snake King as well as PowerNet just so Rambo in this entire game. Blinking in, going to try and get a kill there, but nope, not going to happen as PowerNet takes the fall. And Darkseer as well, actually, it's the Lone Druid. But now Fog needs to be a little careful. He has the Aegis of the Immortal, but if he's not careful, he's going to go down. Oh, but actually, Aoi2000 coming back into the middle of the fight. Ethereal Blade Shotgun combination on Nature's Prophet is going to take him out. And now Crystal Maiden thinks she can man-fight him. I don't think it's going to happen, though. One last right click, and yep, he's going to go down. As Invoker actually picked up a kill there on Tinker. The only saving grace here for EG is that they do not have any creeps near the top or the mid lanes. But they could very well just walk in through the bottom and take down this tier 3 tower, and that's exactly what they're doing. As the tier 3 is going to go down. Just so much damage coming out of this Morphling as well. Not even fully Agimorph. And to be honest, it doesn't really have any raw physical DPS items. Obviously the agility from Ethereal Blade, always nice, but no Manta, no Scatty, nothing like that. But, I mean, Morphling just so strong, especially with that Alacrity combo. And that is going to definitely seal the deal when it comes to taking those mid Raxes there. And things looking so tough for EG. Especially when you're going against a Morphling. You know, when you're one Rax down, it's like playing against a Nature's Prophet, because Morphling just able to be anywhere, anytime, particularly if he does pick up a boost of travels, if he wants to go that route for the ultimate split pushing power, and you know, just being the ability to be in team fights as well as split pushing whenever you want to, when the time is right. It's just so easy when you have mega creeps in one lane, because that lane is always going to be pushed, and it's just so tough. Well, looks like Potm don't want to push this one any longer. They realize we have 2 Raxes, we have Aegis still. Let's go for the tier 3 at the top. Get the mega creeps. Let's end this one. Call it a day. Bulba doing everything he can, spamming out that March of the Machines, but honestly, to no avail. I mean, we saw it last time. Morphling as well as Invoker just walking in towards the mid lane with no creeps and just taking down the tower by themselves. What makes them think that they can't do it again? But it's not going to stop Bulba from trying. Valiant effort, I gotta say. Morphling actually dove in here to try and get a kill on Demon, it looks like.
Dire's top tower
Just messing
is
around a
under
bit.
attack.
Didn't even use the ethereal blade for that one either. Demon is gonna buy up the Scythe of Eyes, but too little too late. That's what I have to say, as Fog has picked up that Desolator. Gonna be so much extra right click damage coming out. Deny coming out from Demon. But what is the point, as Snaking just dives into the middle of the fight with no fear. Throws on the wall replica, only gets Demon's illusion. But making the space for his team to just push down these Raxes as Morphling picks up the kill on Earthshaker. This poor Earthshaker. Now Morphling diving into the middle of the fight once again. Crystal Main is going to be the recipient of death for that one. Demon taking a bit of damage as well as Bull, but Owie2000 just going to walk up to them and right click them. Void Form is up in a second. And GG, well played is called. Owie2000 going to get his ultra kill there. 28-14. Bottom takes the win over Evil Geniuses here in the Prodota2 American League. Best of 1. Congratulations, Bottom. Well played by them. And just beautiful movement across the map. I really gotta say, I think they shout out to Vitas. I really gotta say though, the movement between PowerNet as well as Sides of Time on those key support roles, rotating in from the top lane towards the mid lane, and just pressuring out anyone who came near, whether it was Tinker who was trying to farm up those boots of travel as quickly as he could to try and make space for his team, or whether it was Fear when he rotated in on that lone druid as he tried to farm up that radiance to try his best to carry his team to victory. But with neither of them actually getting too much this game, Potm able to come out ahead and take the win. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm Asrmatt, and this was me casting for NEODota and NEODota, EG versus Potm in Prodota2. Thanks for watching, and hope you can tune in again sometime.